And now that the procedure is over, what is my healing period? What should I, number one, what should I expect during the healing period, and what is the duration of the healing period?
If you're planning to do a hair transplant, we'll definitely ask you to take a week off work, because it is immensely important that you take care of those follicles the very first week. After the very first week, then you're okay, you cannot dislodge them. However, when we do the hair transplant, as you go home, we put a dressing at the back, which must be removed in after 24 hours, because then the holes at the back will have closed and the rest of the hair starts to grow, and we need that area to be cleaned. If you leave it there, it's just dirt and it will bring about infection. The front area, however, where we assuming is the front area, or it's the top area, or it's your beard, where we plant the hair follicles, there has to be a lot of irrigation, and we give you whatever fluids that we need you to use to irrigate the hair follicles, because the body takes at least 72 hours to analyze the tissue that has been grafted and say, this is my tissue, so no need to start fighting it, and then it starts giving it blood supply. If the follicles dry before then, or the grafts dry before then, we lose them. So it is extremely important, and we give you the instructions. How are you going to irrigate them to make sure that they sustain life, and then they get anchored properly. So the day of the procedure, we call it day 0. Then the day 1 is when you remove the dressing at the back and you clean the back area. And then there is day 2, day 3, day 4, until day 7 is when you come back to the clinic for us to do the cleaning of the recipient site and make sure that now you can resume your normal life. So yeah, within a week, nobody actually should be able to tell that you did anything. There is no scarring, the back area, the hair is growing and all that. The reason why we ask people to take time off work is basically not because they will be incapacitated, but because we really need them to take care of the hair follicles, avoid direct sunlight, avoid wearing anything that could lift off the hair follicles before they are completely anchored.
Oh, and after how long should I expect to see hair? And by hair, I mean, I know this is unrealistic to say that you'll have this in a week. But even hair like yours right now, how long would it take to expect that?
Honestly, it's a process, and you need to be, one needs to be quite patient with the process. What happens is that on day 7, when we do cleaning, you will notice that you will have a lot of hair sprouting and all that. But depending, some people will go through shedding phase where everything will fall off in tandem and look like they really never did anything. And then on the 6th week, they start producing hair. Some people will not go through that shedding phase, and that means that they will see their results much faster. Now, it does not mean that they will be more successful than someone who went through shedding. It just means that if you went through shedding, you will have a number of weeks that will be a little slower. However, what happens is that there is progressive production of hair by the hair follicles, but we look at it in milestones of 3 months, 6 months. And we say in 6 months, I would expect to see at least 50% growth of the hair that was planted. Now, this could be translated in 2 ways. It could mean that you have a lot of hair strands, but they are quite wispy because the follicles were moved from Mombasa to Nairobi, and then they need to acclimatize. So they kick out the hair that was inside, and then they start producing fresh new hair. That will be a little wispy, and then it takes time to thicken and all that. Other people will have fewer hair strands, but they're quite thick. So, but it just, everybody responds differently. But within a year, we expect to have at least 80 to 90% growth of the hair, and that's very good population. So by the time you're getting full density, you're looking at a year. But it's a very incremental or progressive growth and journey. So people will not notice like, oh, you did a hair transplant. No, you'll just be having hair that is progressively increasing, and it looks good. Some people within 6 months, they have unbelievable growth. Some people 8 months, other people 1 year, 3 months. So everybody is very different, but there are things we do to support the transplanted hair. I think those are things that we can discuss in future. And
I'll ask for the ladies, because I know I'm curious, and so most of you would be curious. Does it mean that I can go back to how I would have liked or used to wear my hair? Meaning, can I relax my hair? Can I roller set my hair? Can I braid my hair? All those things that I used to like to do with hair, can I go back to doing all those things?
Yes, yes, you can. In fact, within 10 days off or post-operation, we actually allow people to go and get their hair done. And if you have a patch of where we shaved at the back and you want to cover that, you can do clip-ons, you can fix a weave, depending with where we planted. If we planted the hair along the hairline, then we will not allow you to wear a wig. However, if we worked on the top area, we can allow you to wear some of those things and cover the area, because life has to continue. If we could take lesser days, it would be better, but we ask for a week, and after that, you should be able to resume your normal life.